I'm LSRD@gmail.com, and this is Quaranteens.
I'm ready.
Hi, darling.
Wow.
A real insider experience. This is the entire pan of ice cream that I ate 2 nights ago. In one sitting. 1,020
1,020 what?
calories. 64 grams of fat.
I have not left my driveway since school, ended. I just have not done anything. And I'm not allowed to, hang out with other people.
I mean, mostly kind of staying inside, but then at the same time, I'm, trying to get out as much as possible. It's all hard because it's, less stress, but then also, very anxious sitting at home.
I come home and I sit.
Yeah, last night, me and my dad and mom and one of my sisters, we watched Tangled.
I rewatched some documentaries.
It was my idea because it made me think about quarantine when she was, locked in the tower for 18 years, you know?
I watched 2 Korean dramas. The one is called Goblin.
Okay, so I have to see if the mail came today because I might be able to watch Spider-Man Far From Home, and then I'm done with the entire Marvel universe. I haven't watched it all during this break, though.
The Dawn Wall, which is a great documentary. It's about rock climbing.
I've been watching Phineas and Ferb and Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
I've been binge watching a new show I started over the break. Orange is the New Black.
I rewatched John and Yoko, Above Us Only Sky, and it was so good. Then I've been watching this other one with my mom. So, bonding. Definitely some good family bonding in there. We're definitely hanging out a lot more, but that's because we kind of have to.
I think my mom and I are going to bake a cake tomorrow.
We've been playing a lot of board games.
Me and my sisters and Ava's boyfriend played the game of life a few nights ago. That was a terrible experience.
Why?
Because I got second. I could have won if I knew the damn rules of the game. Jordan was hoarding the manual the entire time. And then after I read and was like, wait, no, can I do this instead? 30 seconds later, everyone's like, no, just because they knew I would have won if I did it.
I've been listening to the Harry Styles album. A lot of the Beatles and John Lennon because I watched the documentary.
I feel like I've been listening to a lot of soundtracks and stuff like that. I've been listening to Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Talking Heads. Listening to my vinyls a lot, which is something I don't really do that often, sadly, because I don't have time, but now I have time. I have a Duke Ellington, a Woodstock soundtrack vinyl. I usually wake up and go for a run, and I'm trying to explore new trails.
And I'm trying to get as much exercise as possible. I had the 6-mile runs going, but now my ankles are literally bleeding every day without even going on a run.
I haven't really done anything new, but I'm thinking of things to do. I really want to learn how to play the guitar, but I don't know. I don't have a guitar, and so that's a problem. I learned a couple of dances, just on TikTok. Sometimes I draw. Okay, so there's that one.
And I also painted a wood block. We could see rainbow, and then the other side it just has a wood block. Honestly, kind of really like this. I should sell it. It scares me.
I don't know what's going on in your mind that makes you think.
Yeah, I know. Maybe it's the trauma from this pandemic. Maybe I'm projecting my, issues into the drawing, so I don't actually think about it.
Some people our age are, underreacting. On St. Patrick's Day, which was 2 days ago?
4 days ago.
What's today?
The 21st.
Hey.
Yeah.
I have no concept of time. Whatever. But they had a huge party of 25 people. And I was like, that's so stupid.
Okay, Madison Beer has been hanging out with so many friends and people. No, all the celebrities it's Kylie Jenner, please post. But then she posted something. She's me when I see people just being irresponsible about the coronavirus. And then everyone in the comments was hyping up. She's yes, use your platform, show responsibility. But she's literally
going everywhere. It's because her house is literally like a resort in itself. And our house, like I should be privileged for like what I have, and like that I get to sit in my room and FaceTime my friends and like be on my computer and just like watching Netflix. Like other people don't have that. People are suffering and actually trying to buy toilet paper because they need it. We as like a little community don't need like 80 bags of toilet paper. Like, it's the dumbest thing. Toilet paper is stupid.
Some people are like, they have this concept of like, I don't care, like it's less deadly than the flu. It's like, actually it's not. Like no one gives a shit if you're infected. Like, yeah, you're probably not gonna die, but the amount of people that you're gonna infect by going to a party with 25 people, if you could be a carrier because you don't always show symptoms, like, just so dangerous. And they're gonna infect people that are actually at risk. And so I just think people are like not taking it seriously.
It's scary as a teenager to like ask your parents and be like what's gonna happen, and your parents are like, I don't know.
I feel like I should think about it more than I should, but it's more like the social media stuff that's getting to me. There really shouldn't be memes about this, like if we're thinking about it, like we're being really insensitive, and I feel like part of it is it's really hard with our generation to like capture the seriousness of what's happening. We're so like, haha, silly, World War III, I'm gonna make sandwiches, like, yee, but like it's so hard because it's all just like, we should be focused on people are literally dying, like there's so much happening, and like we're not really paying attention to that. We're just going, I'm gonna go on a hike. Like the amount of hikes and like girls posting and being like, social distancing who? I'm like, that's not the point. Like that's not what it's supposed to be. It's like part of me is like, hey, you need to stay inside for the good of other people, but then the other part of me is like, you're literally gonna have a mental breakdown every single day if you don't get your ass outside.
So I've been really thinking about the coronavirus on the global spectrum, and I think that it's really frightening.
And it's freaking me out.
Kind of, because my entire family's convinced that like we actually have it, but we're just asymptomatic.
I love going to school so deeply in my heart and just like seeing everyone, and the fact that I can't do that is gut-wrenching. I'm hopeful that we will go back and we will still have prom and graduation. I'm just concerned right now that that's not going to happen, but I'm hopeful. Oh, one thing that I did that is a tip for everyone is I went through and I texted everybody that I love, and I texted them that I appreciated them.
You texted me!
Yeah. And I highly recommend that, because people are doing like the 10 like beautiful women challenge, but that doesn't really do anything. Just reach out to people and be like, hey, I appreciate you. And then it would make their day. And then you know what? You could have a good conversation after that and like have a great time. So
Yeah.
I need to see my therapist immediately. Maybe stop wiping your ass with an entire roll of Charmin, Chelsea.
So kind of this pent up like energy that.
Oh, well, if it ends, it ends.
Oh